Hi there, I'm Michael with etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Bulldog Winch heavy-duty hoist. This heavy-duty hoist is going to let you hold an engine or a motorcycle, mower, or basically any other heavy object. It is going to be perfect for your use on walls or floors of your garage, shop, or other work area. They do include mounting hardware to get it mounted in place. Now keep in mind, if you want to use it on a vehicle, a beam, or maybe a crane arm or trailer, you will need a mounting plate, which is sold separately. It is not included with this kit. But this does have a 1.6 horsepower, 12-volt DC permanent magnet motor that's going to deliver powerful, fast, and safe line pulling. Give you a few numbers there for our power and speed. It is rated for a static load line pull of 1,200 pounds. It's got a line pull speed of 16.7 feet per minute at that max 1,200 pounds. If you were to take all the weight off, it would go up to 20 feet per minute. So it's going to give you a nice fast pull in. It does have an automatic double cone brake that's going to hold 100% of the load, so you don't have to worry about it slipping on you or anything. The cone is going to disengage when the motor and gear train are running, and then re-engage when the motor and gear train stop. It does have a duty cycle of 2 minutes on and 15 minutes off, so you should be able to get a lot of lifting done in that 2 minutes. It does have a 3/16 inch diameter aircraft grade galvanized steel wire rope. This is going to be very strong, obviously being aircraft grade. It is zinc plated as well for abrasion resistance. This rope is 50 feet long, so it should give you a nice use for pulling things into the air. It does have a 1/2 inch steel hook included. This does have that little snap there to make it easy to connect and disconnect. This is also plated in zinc so that it will help resist corrosion. And they've also included a nice little fabric hand saver here, so you don't have to worry about grabbing the wire rope, which could potentially have burrs and give you some pretty painful splinters, pokes. We also have the steel roller fairlead here. It has a nice thick frame. The 4 rollers are going to help reduce any friction on the wire rope as you're pulling it, even if you've got it at extreme angles where you're pulling it all the way to the side or back behind. It's going to give it a nice little hinging point there to make sure that the rope isn't pinched or causing any damage to any of the other components. These rollers are silver zinc plated to help resist corrosion as well, so going to do a very good job for you. Our handle, or our controller, is a rubber handheld remote that's going to allow you to use this toggle switch joystick here to let in and out your rope so that you can hoist things. This does have a 20-foot lead on it, so you can be sure to be nice and far away so that if something were to break, you're not going to be in that line of travel. To get this hooked up, we're just going to undo the cap here and then plug it in like so. And that's going to allow us to then control with the handle. You can see it also has a wrist loop there so that we can make sure that we don't lose the handle, don't drop it or anything like that. And then when we're done with it, simply pull that back out, the plug, back on. This does have an all-steel 3-stage planetary gear train, so it's going to be very strong. It's got a gear ratio of 26:1, so you're going to get a lot of power, good grip on that gear train. Our power unit has our contactor, our plastic housing, and all of our electrical wiring. You can mount this on the hoist like we have here. That's standard for this model, or with an additional wiring kit that is sold separately. You can also mount this remotely, so if you needed the space, you can mount this separately. It just depends on your setup, but it is going to come mounted like this. So it's going to do a good job. Within our power unit, we do have a sealed contactor that's going to transmit the power from your rechargeable automotive battery to your hoist motor. It is recommended that you have a battery that is 1600 CCA for maximum power. We're going to get these two gauge lead wires that are 5.5 feet long, so it should be plenty of distance to get to your battery. All of this is water and weather resistant up to IP67 specifications, so it's going to do a good job. We're not going to have to worry about it getting wet or anything like that. We do have an aluminum heavy-duty housing with nice thick side frames and tie bars to create a strong hoist body. You can see we have a gray powder coat here that's going to help resist corrosion. So overall, going to be a very heavy-duty, nice corrosion-resistant hoist for us. I do want to give you a few measurements to make sure that this is going to work in your application. So our overall length, we're looking at right about 17.5 inches from the end here out to the other end. Maybe just a little bit over 17.5, but right about 17.5 inches long. Our width, our widest part is probably up here. So we're looking at right about 6.5 inches in total width. And then our height, we're mounting this in place. It's going to be right about just over 8 inches, maybe 8 1/8 of an inch. The unit with the wire rope on it is pretty decently heavy, but still could be picked up by one person. It's about 52.8 pounds, so just slightly over the recommended lifting weight for most employers. It does have a 4-bolt mounting pattern on the bottom. You can see here, so that's where the hardware is going to install that they've included. That bolting pattern is right about 4 inches center to center by 4.5 inches center to center. So depending on your situation, if that is an important factor for you, you want to make sure that you have all the pertinent information. This does come with a 1-year limited warranty from Bulldog Winch. So if you were to have any problems, you could give us a call. We'd help you out with that. But overall, I think this is going to be a great heavy-duty hoist for you. If you're in the market for a hoist, I think this is a great option. So that's going to complete our look for today. Again, I'm Michael with etrailer.com. Thanks for watching.